Yo, tapping in real quick for this UFC 305. Drake is Duplessis versus Israel Adesanya in Australia for the middleweight strap. We down under for the battle of the homelands. Now I'm talking about, and in this video right here, we just gonna chop it up for a few minutes about what may possibly be the parlay killer of the week. You know what I'm talking about? Let's go ahead and chop it up, man. Now listen, you know, a few motherfuckers asked me, a few individuals tapped in and asked me who I thought might be, you know, the heavy favorite of the week to shit the bag. Because as we all know, that is how it normally go more times than not. You know what I mean? It'd be a heavy favorite, or at least one of the decent favorites that don't come through. Whether we feel like it was justified decision loss or whether it happened inside the distance. You know what I'm talking about? And in my personal opinion, this one right here could happen, you know, either way. This heavy favorite, not one of the ones over -500. I'm not talking about Tom and I'm not talking about Jack. You know what I'm talking about? So that leaves us with who? That leaves us with Matus and Carlos. And in my personal opinion, unfortunately for Danny Boy, he's not going to be able to stop Matus from implementing his game plan and possibly getting him out of there inside the distance, but at the very least by unanimous decision. So Carlos is the one this week sitting in this position. Unfortunately for him. You know what I mean? Unfortunately for a lot of us motherfuckers that got him locked the fuck in. You know what I mean? I can only be honest though. Motherfuckers ask me, they tap in, they ask me a question, I do my absolutely best to tap back in and answer all those questions in detail to the best of my motherfucking abilities, as not to have no, you know, misunderstandings or confusion. You understand what I'm saying to you? So, you know, I'd be lying to you if I told you that there wasn't a night or possibly a couple to a few nights that Los was the one that shit the bag and shit the bed and didn't, made it so we couldn't secure the bag. You know what I'm talking about? It's just facts, man. You know what I mean? Los has lost 3 times inside the distance via KO, TKO. In my personal opinion, one of the main ways Lee wins this fight is by disconnecting Los from his consciousness and getting another KO, TKO victory on his resume, putting another KO, TKO loss on Los's resume and securing the victory that way. Or Lee could secure enough takedowns over the course of 15 minutes, stay safe, which isn't easy, fucking with Los down there on the ground in those positions. But he could rack up enough takedowns over the course of 15 minutes, manage to stay safe while on top, possibly put Los into a couple of his own compromisable positions while searching for the submission, because Lee is an individual who can get it done all the way around the board. He can catch a dub via unanimous decision, via split decision, via knockout, via submission. He is an individual who can get it done absolutely everywhere. He is an individual who has faced the higher level of opposition in his career. Now he has lost to just about every one of those individuals that was of a higher level of opposition when he took that step up. So how much he, you know, learned in those losses is to be determined. You understand what I'm saying to you? But Lee is dangerous. He is at a significant reach disadvantage on the feet, where Los, I believe, is the by far more technical practitioner out of the two. He's cleaner, he's crisper. Neither one of these individuals are high volume strikers. You know what I mean? You might not think so by watching Lee, because he's more so all over the place. There's more movement involved in his game. You know what I mean? And there's a lot of more takedown attempts, which plays a lot into why the volume is not that high on Lee's side, because he mixes in a lot of those takedown attempts. You understand what I'm saying to you? Los, the volume's not high on Los's side is because he's a fucking sniper, in my personal opinion. He just picks his shots. He possesses more pop in each and every one of his individual shots than that of Lee, but Lee is powerful, Lee is dangerous, and Lee, in my personal opinion, physically does look a little bit different than the last time we seen him, man. So, you know, gotta kind of tread lightly with those individuals that are starting to look a little bit more, you know, post-USADA physique having motherfuckers, you know what I mean? But, yeah, Lee's dangerous. Los is dangerous. Lee's dangerous absolutely everywhere. Los is dangerous absolutely everywhere. If Los is unable to sync up a submission and secure a finish via submission inside the distance, and he's unable to find, you know, a clean opportunity to catch, clip, and disconnect old boy from his consciousness, which has never happened, but not to say it can never happen, because how many times have we seen somebody get disconnected from their consciousness for the first time inside the UFC octagon? Plenty of fucking times, and durability has an expiration date. I'm just stating facts, though. Lee is fucking dangerous. Lee is fucking dangerous, and he finds ways to close the distance, crash inside of that range management that people are trying to manage, you know what I mean? And, you know, connect clean, connect hard, and then once he's connected clean, once he's connected hard, follow up rapidly. You know what I'm talking about? To get you the fuck up out of there and solidify the finish. You know what I mean? So Lee, absolutely dangerous, man. Absolutely dangerous. And there is absolutely not just nights if we're talking 10 times out of 10. If we ran this fight back 10 times out of 10, maybe Los wins it 6. Maybe he edges it out. Like, this isn't what the money line suggests. You know what I'm talking about? The money line is very much so recency bias. There's a lot of recency shit involved in this money line, man. Like I said before, a lot of it might have to do with the fact that Los is over there with the fighting nerds. You know what I mean? Kaya, all of them. Males, females. They've been doing fucking amazing. You understand what I'm saying to you? So a lot of it probably has to do with that, and the fact that he's, you know, what, 2-0 inside the UFC, and 3-0 considering, if we include his Dana White Contender Series showing, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it's 3-0 in the UFC and 4 if we include that, but you know what I mean? Either way, looked good against individuals he should have looked good against, you know what I mean? And Lee, same can be said. He has knocked out the motherfuckers, the Zach Otto, like the people that he's knocked out in the UFC, they're there to be knocked out. I don't necessarily believe that Los is that reckless on the feet in the striking department to just be there to be knocked out or to get into a slang, you know, into a slang and banging type of situation where they're just, you know, in the pocket throwing heavy fucking heat. I don't think Los, I think his IQ is a bit better than that, and it's why I like Los in this matchup, but I'd be lying if I said that when I look at all the big favorites, when I look at all the favorites on the card, period, if I had to say any one of these motherfuckers, you know, could cost the motherfucker the bag, it'd probably be him. You know what I'm saying? Because Lee is just that fucking dangerous. But, you know, for what it's worth, that's that with that, man. Read into it as far as you read into it. I'm just answering the question.